Saturday, December 21st, the stage is set for a night like no other. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with 2 world titles up for grabs. In the main event, light heavyweight champ Jared Captain Deadpool Warren puts it all on the line against Mike the Marine Richmond, a challenger hungry for a taste of gold. In the co-main event, the unstoppable force that is Christine Misfit Faria puts her world title up against the fierce and undefeated Christine Vicens. Plus many more bare knuckle fights only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
Why are you laughing during the count? When you laugh during the count, it screws me up. I tell you that all the time. What's up? It's the Bare Knuckle Show. Shitter's full. We're here having a great time today. It gets crazy around the holidays. It's always crazy in here. Live from Satellite 5. What is it? I can't hear it. What is it?
Touching my board. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
He's just reaching over.
He did. He gave me the reach around.
Oh, man, we missed it. Brandon's already starting the booth today. Poor Brandon.
What was that? What were you trying to do?
I think he's trying to give me a shitter's full. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, is that a sound we have?
Yeah, you gotta lower it. Just get rid of the bed. Shitter's full.
Bed's gone. Where's the shitter's full?
I don't know.
Oh, the one called shitter full.
Shitter.
What?
It's not even done.
What the hell was that?
You messed it up. I fucked it up.
Well, we had a lot going on here.
Flip it right.
That's 1, 2, 3. Shitter's full. Good. Okay.
There you go.
Now you know what else is full today? The show. The show's not full of shit. That's normal. Today we're full of guests. We have all kinds of great people here. Last week was fun in Philly as we did a live show, and they were just throwing me guests. This week we know who's coming on. Chris Lights Out Lytle's returning to the show. He's back with a Lytle Look Back. There he is with his fly swatter from a couple of shows ago. He killed like 100 flies during that broadcast a couple of shows. I think it was Billings. But he's going to be talking about the look back on BKFC 69. Also, Brian El Gallo Duran's going to check in ahead of his big fight in Hollywood, Florida at 12/21 that was just announced against Bruce Ruffin there. Now, listen, there's a lot happening on the show today. We don't know what's going to happen, but I know the one constant in this show are my friends in the booth, the boys in the booth. We're back from Atlanta, another fun show. I know we all enjoyed it. Before we talk about Atlanta, Evan, I want to talk to you because you were on the flight with me on the way over there, and I refer to him as the jerk off on the plane guy. That guy had a problem with you or I don't know who.
Oh, yeah.
He was very rambunctious. He got on the plane, and he didn't. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for walking in. He's like, we're live. Anyway, you can come in, Joe. It's fine.
Come in, Joe.
But we're on the plane, and this guy's being a pain in the ass. He's sitting next to me the whole time, just yakking about dumb stuff. And it just kind of annoyed me. He was annoying. And then we go to get off the plane, and there's ladies trying to get off, and he just cuts her off. And me and Evan are like, what? I mean, he straight up cut her off, right?
Well, you know how you get up, you let your row go. So the lady was in my row, she was in front of me. So I'm standing there, and she's like, oh, I got to get my bag. I was like, oh, here, which one? I'll get it. She's like, no, just go. I was like, no, I'll reach it. And the guy behind me is like, no, we got to go. Let's go. Get off. I got to go.
And he wasn't even late for a flight because I had talked to him. He was sitting next to me. He's being a jerk off. So then I feel that if he's being a jerk off, he should know that he's a jerk off. So I said to Evan, I'm like, jerk off. And then what'd the guy do, Evan?
He kept looking back. So we get off.
You said he was trying to assert my dominance. Yeah. It's his dominance on me.
Well, that was the guy next to me, too. Because the guy next to me, I don't know what. Brandon, come here. Get in the shot. So, halfway through the flight, he reached into his pocket. And he's just like this on me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, what are you doing?
No. Was his hand moving rapidly?
He's like an old guy. I don't know. No, his hand wasn't moving. What's this?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Brandon's got something up.
Oh,
you playing this?
No, that's the thing I just sent you before. Evan, stick to the show.
Well, I don't know. I see shit. And
Shiny objects,
we're talking about airplanes, and then I saw an airplane.
Oh, what does he have up? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. Brandon, who knows what Brandon's doing? Who knows who's on that head?
I'll wait for him to say.
So the guy was a jerk off on the plane. He didn't like that I called him a jerk off, and he kept looking back at us. But it's true. Don't be a jerk off. Yeah, it was hilarious. Also,
and you didn't say it to me. You said it very loud. You're like, what a jerk off. And he was like.
He kept looking back.
So good.
Like, what do you want me to say to you? Come over and I'll tell you you're a jerk off. That's how you're acting. I'm being honest. And then, the fun doesn't stop there. The behind the scenes stuff you don't see. We get there, and there's a commercial we have to record. So I find a suite in the arena, And then we found like a closet, and I had like be under like a sheet, not a sheet, more of like a tablecloth that we just tripled over. And Brandon and I are there with the mic trying to record this in the arena. It's empty, so it's echoing through the arena. And sometimes when I'm doing these reads, they don't always come out the right way we want them to. So then they thought it was funny. You guys pulled a clip or something from there, you told me? It didn't go correctly for me, right, the read?
I don't know. He's pushing buttons back here.
Yeah, it's in there.
Wow.
What are you looking for, Brian?
Wow, guys.
What are you looking for?
Is this the kind of day we're going to have today?
Fuck!
That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I'm doing the show and I ask for a sound
He
clip.
just cycled through the whole sound bit. I don't know what he was doing. All he had to say was press the Soscia fuck button. Instead, this is what he goes.
He's trying to help. We're busting
Just
his
tell
chops.
me. Tell me what you want me to push.
So anyway, they thought it was really funny because when I mess up,
Fuck!
what are you doing now?
That's how I feel right now.
God help me. Lord help me. All right. Please, God help me with these two today. All right. So big
on one.
What is going on?
He's on one today.
Everyone's
He's
on
not
every-
talking. He's just pushing buttons.
He's like a mute.
He's not communicating.
He's like a dumb mute. Anyway.
Even now.
That's
he's
right.
not
I'm going to have a guy who insult him when he comes on.
All right.
All right. So next up, we're going to head to Holly. Oh, sleeping on the way home. DJ Josh caught this in me. I thought it was very how I felt after the show. Here we are flying into Philly. DJ Josh is sitting next to me. There's the beautiful skyline of Philly. We're hanging out. You know, we're almost landing. Not me. And I didn't even drink any Tito's this time. Look at me over there. I'm gone. There you go, Josh. Thanks for the clip. We love Evan. You caught me trying to film you sleeping on the way over. I felt very awkward.
Yeah, you did.
I deleted it. I was nervous.
You also were doing something with your hand. I didn't understand what that was about.
I was in my pocket, like the guy next to you. All right, so we have so much stupidity, fun stuff. Hollywood is up next. We're looking forward to Hollywood. Hollywood's our home away from home. It's always a good time. Like I told you, Brian Elgato Duran's coming on. That was just announced. We'll talk more about that card. But the first thing I want to get into with the mail call here is...
It's time for mail call.
Whoa, we're back on it. Evan's
I'm
riding
pushing
a pony.
buttons.
Evan's riding a pony again. We're on top of it. I can't even speak today. I want to talk about Hollywood. 12/21. This came in. This was interesting in the mail call. Of course, it's going to be on DAZN. Christine Vicens versus Christine Faria. I feel like that fight, people were excited, but it's been kind of flying under the radar. And the email says, if Vicens is doing this bullshit, put your money on Faria putting her to sleep. Compare the two ways they're training. So he sent this in. It says dog curls. Oh, dog squats. Okay, so she's training with her dog. She's doing it doggy style, I guess. And then...
Giggity, 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 giggity.
I didn't even mean it like that. Come on. And then... well, she's training. It's not just doing dog curls or squats. She's actually training. What is this person talking about? Anyway, they're saying that, as we know, Christine Faria, sometimes she posts highlight videos of her training, but the highlight videos are like 10 minutes.
Nice yard.
Because it is. It's beautiful. I would hang out there,
grass?
too. That's got to be turf, right?
That's a Zoysia.
Could you do that?
That? Yeah, I could do that.
Here, we'll do it next show for you. All right, so that's what she's doing. That doesn't look too bad. What's Phil talking about here?
I don't know. Who's
And
Phil?
then the guy who sent it in, then he's saying that Christine Faria, the misfit, trains like this. So I think what he's getting at is he feels that it seems that Vicens is screwing around with her dog. And, you know, you do see Christine Faria is a killer in the ring. We know that. I think that's what you're getting at, Phil, that she's not. But I don't agree with you. I feel like Vicens is one of the biggest threats Christine Faria's ever had. And I feel like, so what? She's squatting with her dog. Who cares? Like, what's wrong with that? It's good content. I don't think that's how she's, legitimately training. So calm down, Phil. All right, this is a guy we're having on today, Brian Duran. Recently shaved his head. He's come back to fight on 12/21. We know that, Hollywood, Florida. El Gallo coming to catch a body. Ruffin need to quit. Not needs, but need to quit. There he is. He's got Stone Cold Brian Duran. We'll ask him about that. I wonder if he didn't shave his head because he's been dyeing his hair so much. That can make you, like, your hair get all messed up. Did he get some new ink, too? Wow, look at you, Brian. We'll talk about that. Also, 12/21 fighting. This comes from Shift. They just want to show. This was, actually, I missed it. I apologize to Shift. This was sent right after Thanksgiving. It was showing Jared Warren is no problem going to make weight for this fight. Look at that. If you look at foot fetish, this is good for you.
Hey, no, move your hand, Anna.
His fight with Mike Richmond coming up. There's Jared right after Thanksgiving. He's right on track to make weight. And like I said, Evan, I know you're into the feet. That's Jared Warren's feet.
Very nice. Good toes.
No calluses. What was that? It was beautiful. And then let's talk. Oh, this is great. Russ sent a couple things in today. Russ wanted to show us. He called it little person. I call it midget. I'm sorry if you get offended. I have a friend that's a midget. He says he wants to be called midget. Midget bare knuckle. I think we should do this.
Whoa.
Wouldn't you watch this? I'd put this for one fight.
Yeah.
Man. With a reach of 1 inch. Wow, I would watch that, Russ. Thank you for sending that in. We got to look. We got to talk to Dave about. Put that in the chat. You're probably think I'm an idiot, but wouldn't you like to watch that? I would. Would you watch that, Evan? Like for one fight on the card, just for fun?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, this is also from Russ. Russ sent this in. I don't think we covered this. He got a tattoo. We see the BKFC tattoos left and right. He got a knuckle up tattoo with blood over his eyebrow. He's got the Vanilla Ice eyebrow carvings. That's pretty cool too. I'm always nervous it won't grow back. That's why I wouldn't do that. But hey, kudos to him, man. Knuckle up on his face. This guy is an extreme fan. Russ, thanks for sending that in, man. We appreciate it. Let's see who else we want to talk to here. Oh, here's Sammy O'Shit. Sammy O'Shit, SOS. That's what he keeps writing now because we said that. He said, this is what Soscia and Brandon would look like if they were a couple.
Say it. Drop my wallet.
Oh.
There's a dog.
Oh, shit.
What? Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Dog's going nuts. There's a kid. Dude, can you imagine? Oh, my God.
That's happened to me before.
What, that?
My dad, I remember when I was younger, he we were going somewhere and it was like icy out and he parked on a driveway that kind of went up and he got out of the car and it was like me and my siblings were in the car and it started rolling back and he had to like run and jump in really quick.
Oh my God. Yeah. And that's insane. But for the
Fun
record,
family memory.
Yeah, it's funny, but we're not a couple, Brandon and I. I know it seems that way. We get along very well. Brandon, you'd be very lucky if we were a couple. Would you not?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you miserable today?
He's in a funk.
Yeah, what's up with him today?
What's wrong?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. The last couple shows, you've been in a funk.
You're not
What's
getting
going
laid?
on with you?
What's
Yeah,
going on?
tell it to us. I had a 10-year anniversary in a stabbing cabin over the weekend.
I heard all about it.
Stabbing cat.
He told me all about it in detail.
So yeah, are you okay, Brandon? We're worried about you. Everyone in the show here in the comments, please just put a positive or negative if you want word of advice for Brandon how he's acting. We don't like it. We need to kind of amp him back. I can't speak today either. Wow, we need to get him back on track. All right, Samuel, shit. Thank you for that. Punch machine jerk offs. That's what the subject said. Punch machine jerk offs. We love punch machine jerk offs. Oh. Oh shit.
Probably broke the fucking machine.
Oh my God, you have to hit that with force to knock that bad boy over. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh Lord. All right, he's back. He wasn't here last week. Looks like Randy the Pervert's back.
Oh no.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
He says, let's see what he says. Hi, team. That's us, I guess. Over the weekend, Taylor Starling played her flute. And believe it or not, my snake started swaying to the music like he was enchanted. It was the most surreal thing I've ever seen. Taylor might secretly be playing a modern-day Pied Piper. Then he signs it best, Randy the Pervert. I think what he's referring to... where do these people come from? I think what Randy's referring to is that last week on the show, if you're watching, Taylor mentioned that she was going to be playing the flute in a Christmas concert where her son was playing the piano. So this vile human being must have looked at the post on her social media and then realized he could make jokes about being a snake charmer. There she is. Oh, it was up. I didn't see it. There she is playing the flute at a Christmas concert, charming snakes everywhere. Starling. Dude, what does it matter? Randy, I want you to you got to call in or send a video at some point. Yeah. I still think it's that Anthony kid, don't you?
It could be, yeah.
Because he was
at the show.
And it's funny, every time he's been in here, I don't know, he's smart, but I don't know, every time he's been in here, Randy doesn't write in. He thought he was going to get on the show, and I was going to try to get him on, but we ran out of time. Randy didn't write in. Interesting. I think he's in the chat sometimes, so there you go. All right, let's see. We got Chris Lights Out Lytle here. He's about to come on with us. We love Chris Lytle. We're going to review the show from over the weekend and do some other stuff as well. Lights Out Lytle in the house, the walking fight of the night, we like to call him. Like that. There he is in the red room. You should be in the rubber room. How are you?
Hey, one of these days I'm getting this poster. I got to hit Jeremy up again, but don't worry about it. Anyway.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
Great fights. What's that?
That's my fault, but it's actually Brandon's fault because I asked Brandon to do it with Jeremy, and he never did it. It's usually Brandon's fault on the show, so you should just chastise him real quick. Go ahead.
Hey, come on, bro. You're better than that. Maybe you're not. I think you are. They don't. I believe in you. Anyway, real quick, I got to give a shout out there. 50 Cent. I don't know if you saw he had our 2-second knockout by Justin. He showed it on his whatever Instagram or whatever. He showed it, man.
Wait, 50 Cent the rapper?
I've known him. I've been following him back since he was just a quarter. So good guy, man.
Lotto's got the jokes today. Lotto, do you really follow him? I didn't think. Okay, because
somebody sent it to me. Somebody goes, 50 Cent said this. I was like, oh, cool.
I met 50 Cent right after he got shot at in New York years ago when I was in radio. He came to my station in Philly, and it was great. I had this line, just like you just did. I had this line all set up that I thought was really funny. So when I saw him, everyone's going to be trying to get pictures. He walked past me in the hallway. I said, on the way, I go, "What's up, half a buck?" And he just looked at me and just shook his head and kept walking. It wasn't that funny. I thought it was going to be. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's really short. He's really, really short in real life. It's weird. All right, so we had a great card. You spoke about it. We broke the record. We broke our own record, our own world record. No one else had it for knockout of the knockout. I can't speak.
Fastest knockout.
Thank you. I was almost said knockout of the night. Fastest knockout. We broke that record. It was 2 seconds. I might have been under 2 seconds actually. Was it 2 exactly, Evan? Do you know? I know we.
I think they said 2.9 or something, but who knows?
We're gonna go with 2. It sounds better. 2.9. Okay, you can see it on Instagram. We actually have a video of it. We're going to look at later. But what did you think of this card? I mean, I thought there was a lot, actually more than I thought would go the distance. My voice is done from yelling it's the 5th and final round. There were so many of those. I enjoyed the card. What did you think about it?
I'm always impressed right now. We have guys who you can just tell it takes a little bit to get this sport. Some people who aren't real used to it, they have start off not the greatest record, and they just get better and better as they get more used to bare knuckle style. So we're just seeing a lot of guys, and that's why we give guys more than one opportunity. This isn't just you get one and done. You in here and you're getting better. It's after that first fight, you say, okay, now I get it. Now I see. I mean, look at Joe Elmore. That fight was great. But Derek Finley, he didn't start off great, and he's high level fighter. You can just tell this guy's really, he's a tank. I don't see how you hurt this guy, man. He just looked like he's you can't hurt the guy with a punch. I mean, dude. I thought he was hurt in the first round. I mean, Joe Elmore, I think broke his nose, and I thought he was going to be done, but he just kept coming. That dude's an animal. Yeah,
it's funny because there's 2 guys there when you're watching them battle in the squared circle. Joe Elmore, who it seems like win, lose, draw, whatever, you can't hurt that man. He just keeps coming forward. That's all he does. And then Finley doing the same. So that was fun to watch. That was a great fight. And then, I mean, what about Keith Rockstar Richardson? He really made a statement. He needed to do that. He knew what he needed to do. And I liked when they asked him afterwards, after he ran through Lauermore, and he sure did. They asked him, what's next? He's like, I want my title back. It's coming back. He just was very clear and concise with his thought, telling you where he's headed. That's a man that's driven and wants that title back big time.
100%. And the thing is, if you really think about Keith, he's had just one punch really in this whole BKFC career that went bad. I mean, it went bad after that because he got knocked down a couple of times. That's just because he's so tough. But after that first punch he got hit with, he didn't know where he was at, really. He was just fighting on autopilot, really. So, and what happened was he's been so successful. He came forward because he thought, I can knock anybody out. I think that was very good for him to get hit, and he realized, I can't do that. I have to be very technical. I have to be good at this art of not getting hit. So I think he went back and put a premium on his defense. His defense got better, and he looked phenomenal. So, but that happens in a lot of fighting, man. You start getting where you walk through people, you knock some people out, you go, I'm Superman. Nothing can hurt me. And all of a sudden, he realized he wasn't Superman, but it's made him a better fighter, I think. So he's going to be a problem to deal with for anybody.
Yeah, that's one of the most, I think, important lessons a fighter learns, from what I can see and from what you've been saying, is that if that happens, they have to kind of regroup, figure it out, and then get back on the horse and ride. So we're going to see what happens with Michael Lauermore going forward as well. Now, I'm looking in the chat here. Jordan's saying that Elmore should have gone one more round. Shocked there was a decision there. How do you feel about that?
Well, I could have seen that. The problem is, if there's correct scoring, 10 with our 10-point must system, if after 5 rounds, there can't be a draw. I mean, if there's a knockdown, yes, there is a draw. A point deduction, yes. But they're not supposed to be given 10 rounds. So, yeah, you can't really go an extra round unless there is a knockdown or a point deduction. So if the judges are doing their job properly, which it doesn't always happen, then, yeah, there really could be a draw with a 5-round fight. But that isn't always the case. But, I mean, that was a great fight. We saw Rivera, that guy just proved how good he is. He's going to be one of our up-and-coming stars. I really like seeing what he's doing.
He's calling for Watson. He's in the chat right now. He said Watson versus Rivera in Philly, and he put big eyes next to it. Nathan Rivera, the Rivera era, as we like to call it, this guy, I feel like we've been trumpeting him, but why not? He's done it again. He markets himself well. Later on the show, we're going to show you what he did to market himself. I actually have the marketing material. I don't know if you saw it on the broadcast or not, but the newspaper, the magazine that he kind of made. It's really cool. This guy seems like he's a great fighter. He talks well. He's got a great look to him. There's a huge future here with Nathan Rivera. And I'll tell you what, I know it was by his hometown, but I'd say the crowd feels that way too. They had signs for him. They had the fatheads, I think they call him, with like his face on there. It was everywhere I went, there was a Nathan Rivera fan. It was crazy. They love him.
Well, and with me, we'd seen him knock a couple guys out. That's impressive. But now we saw him go, some distance, and we just saw how fast he was and how technically good he is. Like, he's hard to hit. He moves out of the way. I mean, Justin Street is a tough fighter. I mean, he's fought nothing but tough fights for us. So I think he's going to come back and he's going to do well for us as well. But I mean, Rivera was just so good at getting out of the range. He's so tall and lanky for that weight class. He's got good reach. He knows how to get in, land that right hand in the body. I mean, he's hitting on all cylinders right now, and it's hard to hit. So that's what you won this war.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, we've been talking for over a year now about the youth movement, trying to infuse more youth into the company, because it's interesting how bare knuckle fighting is developing. Like Eddie Alvarez, who's fighting at Knuckle Mania 5 here in Philly. He has a gym open. I don't know if we talked about this last week. I just opened. I think we did. We just opened over the weekend. I heard it was a highly successful opening, and he's got a bare knuckle fighting championship ring in there. He's going to be teaching the art of bare knuckle if you want to learn it. And I know that you were in UFC, and we talk about UFC gyms and how that helped it explode around the country and get more normal people into it that might not normally have done it. And they found some new talent almost by accident in those ways. And I think we could do the same. I'm liking this. I think Tony Soto might have a bare knuckle ring. Don't quote me on that. I know he does a lot of bare knuckle training at his gym. Now we have Eddie. I don't know if I'm missing any, but I like that these gyms are opening up, and I love there's one here in the Philly area.
Well, it's not just the gyms. If you're getting a lot of these, are not just the rings. If you're getting a lot of gyms and they're having a bare knuckle like class or group of people. I know, you go down, to Florida, they got a couple different places. They have bare knuckle going on. You go to I know Genesis, when you go to Denver, they have a bare knuckle section, you know what I mean? So you get these, I don't want to say super camps, but you're getting a lot of these camps where they're dedicated just to bare knuckle, and you're getting several fighters, from that region coming and training there, even moving from other states. That's where we're elevating to the next level. It's not just a little area of like East Gym, like, they're doing bare knuckle. No, you're getting whole gyms that are really dedicated to bare knuckle, and that's when you're seeing a lot of really high level talent come out of those areas.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what is birthed out of those areas. I know, like we've talked about this many times. Shift Combat, they train a lot of bare knuckle together. I know Tony Soto trains with a lot of bare knuckle, like Keith and Taylor and everybody. And I do think it makes a difference. They've all said it in every interview, and you would probably say the same, because if you're in there with boxers, they want to think they understand bare knuckle. And we've learned, I say it every week, they don't yet. They're getting to understand it a little more. MMA guys seem to get it a little more than boxers do. But my point is, when you walk in, if you're the only bare knuckle fighter in there, unless you have a coach that knows how to train you for bare knuckle, or you know how to train yourself, you're not going to get much help from that gym. So I think it's a huge leap forward, and I'm excited to see other gyms instilling programs. And I think it's important we have the squared circle in some of these gyms too, because I mean, you're a fighter. It probably makes it better to move around the ring before you get into it for the first time, or I should say the squared circle. It's a little different. They're all a little different. And then we got the big one, we got the little one, which I mean, I wouldn't want to fight in the little one, but it makes for exciting fights.
I love the little one.
I love it, but I wouldn't want to fight.
Realize those rings are different, man. Your back hits that the fence, not the fence. It almost feels like a fence or a cage. That's solid. You can't rope it up. You can't lean back. You go with that too hard. You just run into it. That'll knock the wind out of you, man. It's a different animal. So just being in there, a lot of people's first time like, whoa, this isn't what I thought. Yeah, you better practice and you better train in it.
Hey, let's go back to the card really quick. I know you interview these guys. You and Sean do it extensively to get all the info you can on them so you can tell the viewer. When you interviewed for the fight with the knockout, the record-breaking knockout, was there any mention of that to you guys, that he was trying to do that? Did he have a plan, or that's something he kept to himself?
he didn't say he's coming right for the knockout or he was going for the world record knockout, but you could tell he was confident. He thought he was going to get a knockout. He was coming for it right away. I knew that. I didn't think it was going to be the first punch. He didn't indicate that, but he knew he was coming in. I was surprised with how extremely confident he was going into that fight.
Yeah, like also too for Atlanta. What did you feel? I mean, I'm not even touching the fact that it was our debut in Georgia. I thought we were very well received. The fans seemed to love it. They were loud. They were crazy. I was running around the crowd. They're showing the knockout now if you missed it. We have a great slow-mo that we're going to show later. To see that in slow-mo, look at that guy jumping. He's a madman. This is great. Did you see the thing? Did anybody see the thing yet? I don't know who made it. I'm sure we've all seen it, where they have him walking a dog. Did you guys see that yet?
Yeah, that's what was on 50 Cent's page.
Is that was 50's,
that,
that was 50's page? Okay. Yeah. That was hilarious. I wish I could figure out how to do that stuff.
People were trying to say like the ref was holding him down, but when your head, like when you touch the canvas like that, like they know. And you could see it. He tried to stand up and he like fell over.
He was yelling at the ref when he stood up, like, what are you doing? But he did. I noticed that too because I went and rewatched it when people were saying that, Evan. And it looked like when he takes the shot, he kind of curls up into a ball. Right. And you know, you watch. I mean, if you look at that.
Did you pause it? Why is it skipping right there? Oh, okay.
Is it really?
I think it's our internet down.
See,
so the ref already waved it off. So the ref's job is to protect him. So he's like holding him down so he doesn't stand up and fall over and injure himself. Like the fight's already over. So the ref's not holding him down. He is holding him down to keep him, secured basically, but he wasn't, he waved the fight off already, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
I think, let me ask you, Chris.
That's the ref's job, is to protect the fighter.
Exactly. And I don't like questioning refs. I'm just saying what was said I do if it needs to be questioned, but I see what was said online. I know what Evan's talking about. You watching that, Chris, as a guy that's been around bare knuckle, that's done it, do you think the ref called it too soon? I don't.
No, because when you fall and you don't put your hands down, that means you're unconscious. Anybody else, when they're falling, they put their hands on the block. When you go face first and you face plant, you're unconscious. Even though the fall might have woke you back up, if you get back up and you fight again, you're going to do it. That's when they do the most damage. If you're already concussed and you get hit again, that can do a lot of damage. So that's the referee's job right now, is to say, no more. You're not going to get up. You're going to stay down. Yeah, that's what happens when people are, when I say they're on autopilot, they don't know what's going on. They're just reacting. It's up to the referee to protect them. And that's what he was doing there. If you let a guy get knocked down and get back up, get knocked unconscious and get back up, and they get knocked out again, they can do some serious damage. And people are going to be like, this sport is barbaric. No, you have to do that.
And you know what? I'm looking at the chat here. Everyone's agreeing with you. Well said. Chris Jordan says, was a killer go any fighter that falls like that, any decent ref will wave it off as they should. And I went back because some people said he said what he saw. And like I said, I looked at it and I thought to myself, he curls up and he tried, let's just call it what it is. It's the fastest knockout in combat sports history. There needs to be nothing else around that. I agree with that, and I think it was a good call by the ref. Other than that, Lionel, we're running short on time, man. I literally have like 30 seconds left with you here. I didn't even get any questions. What's a great question for
Lionel?
Come
on, man. One more thing I want to say. Nate Maness came out and looked phenomenal, man. He's going to be an issue for everybody in that weight class.
I agree. Fun fight, fun card. We're headed to Hollywood next. We're looking forward to that. That's going to be another awesome card to end the year. Me and you are going to go out and drink eggnog and celebrate. What do you think?
Hey, 2025, we're taking over this bitch. This is going to be fun. We're ready for it to come. Everything's set up for us. I can't wait.
Hey, you like eggnog?
No, not at all. It tastes like pancake batter.
I don't either. Last year I drank it. It was like 2-year-old eggnog. Do you guys like eggnog?
No, it's nasty.
Who buys this shit? Who likes eggnog? Let me know in the chat. I still can't figure it out. I just say because it's a holiday thing to say, but All right. Well, look, you're the man. Chris Lights Out Lido. Yeah, I kept you 30 seconds over your time. Now I know you have to go. I know it's us. We got to keep. It's not Chris. It's us. We got to keep the show moving because we got to get to Brian Duran's coming up. Hey, do you have anything for Brian Duran? Anything you want to ask him?
No, I've talked to Brian Duran. I just look forward to having him back healthy. The first time you have to go that long, and it changes how you understand fight. He's going to be a different fighter, man. So I look forward to seeing Brian just come out and have his next level. He's doing levels. He's getting better and better, and now I think he's going to be at his best. So looking forward to seeing him come out and do his thing.
I am too. He's got the Chris Lights Out Lido haircut now. He shaved his head. You see that? He's shaving.
Catching on, baby. It's catching on.
Chris Lights Out Lotto. We love him, man. Hey, I'll probably see you before Christmas on the show. I'll definitely be partying with you, having a Christmas party after the Bare Knuckle BKFC, whatever's on DAZN in Hollywood. But I'll see you closer to the holidays. I don't know. Let's turn the lights out on Chris Lido. You're the man. We love you. Well, that was quick. Thank you.
You said turn the lights on?
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be that quick. He's going to be like, you're a dick for hanging up so quick.
So you don't care.
I drink alcohol without the eggnog, Crazy Clown says. I like the name Crazy Clown. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, let's move on. That was great to have Chris Lido on. Now, we were talking about Nathan, the Reaper Rivera, the Rivera era, and we were talking about what a great marketer this kid is. He was on, I think it was last week or the week. We talked to him recently, maybe the week before last, and he promised us something he was going to do. So we saw what he did. We're going to watch that right now after his fight, and then I'll show you the rest of it.
Those were 5 quality rounds for Nathan Rivera.
Glasses.
What do we have here? Just another day of work.
Breaking news, Nathan Rivera defeats Justin Smith at BKFC.
Soscia looks really into it back there.
No, I was
Always the character.
I'm glad you saw that, Evan, because when I was watching that, I thought to myself, man, this is going to think I don't care. I was actually working on posting something, but it was awesome. I actually have right here, this is the actual, I don't know if you can't zoom, but this is the actual thing that he was reading. It's great. It says, breaking news, Nathan Rivera defeats Justin Street at BKFC 69. The Rivera era remains undefeated at 3-0. And it's got an article, and it says, about an interview with him, it says, this is the Rivera era, baby. Anyone can get it. Later in the interview, he called out 3 of the following fighters. He said, I want to take their O's away. And he mentioned all 3 of those fighters in his post-fight, and he has them right here. You can see them. It's pretty cool. And then also, we didn't really get, I don't think we saw it on broadcast, obviously, but Dave's reaction to this. I was next to Dave, so I started filming. Here's what Dave's reaction was.
Read all about it. The Rivera era is coming to you.
There it is, the Rivera era on the way. Yeah, we had to wipe that off. It was all bloody. Blood was flying everywhere. We were in the splash zone. Oh, Crazy Clown, I thought I was subbed to you a long time ago, but I guess I wasn't, but now I am. Thank you, Crazy Clown. We appreciate that. Thank you to Nathan Rivera as well. The Rivera era is here. We saw it. We talked about it with Lytle. Love how he markets himself, and he's just an easy guy to talk to. He's great. If you ever see him at a show, approach him. He loves meeting the fans, and we're excited to see what's next for him. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we were talking about the record-breaking knockout. We have a slow-mo version of that. It's really cool. I mean, cool if you're not Cole, I guess. But, wow. I mean, that just shows you. It happens so fast sometimes you can't really catch it. That was sick. The great knockout, record-breaking knockout. Guinness Book of World Records, baby. The other thing we'd like to show you is some of the walkbacks, show you what happens after some of these fighters fight. So we want to show you a couple of those right now. Let's go to the first one here.
Let's go, y'all. We pulled it off, man. Like I said, Conor McGregor, David, feel me. Nate Shook, thank you guys, man. Fucking war. Much respect to Joe Elmore. For real. If you want a rematch, we can run it back. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Close fight. But I pulled it off. I did what I had to do. He missed everything. He missed a lot of shit. You know what I mean? The best punch he was that bullshit-ass, wild-ass uppercut. That's what's up, though. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. There we go. We'll see what's in store for him in his future. I'm looking forward to see what Derek Finley is going to be doing after his big win against Joe Elmore in Joe's pretty much hometown. So, I mean, you could hear the crowd in the broadcast booing. They were very unhappy about it. But Derek Finley's happy, and his career moves on to the next level. Let's see what he does next. I think we have another walk back, right? Yeah? No? What are we doing next? Wow.
Let's go. I'm just happy. I'm happy to be back in here. I'm happy to open up Georgia, and I'm happy to get the knockout.
look pretty. Yes, sir. I don't care if I got to wait one fight. I want my belt back. It's going to be back around my waist. Watch your step. There you go.
He's telling the cameraman to watch his step. What a nice guy, so he's in full. He wants his belt back. It's going to be around his waist. We talked about that with Lido. Keith Richardson, I've never seen him so driven. I knew when he showed up to the fight. I spoke with him for a few minutes the day before at the weigh-in show, and you could see it in his eyes. He was locked. He was driven. He told me, this is a statement. People will see this is a statement, and it proved true. Michael Larimore, I mean, great fighter. I want to see him regroup and come back and do more. That knockout, though, I mean, that was like a melt, the Larimore melt. The way that he fell, I mean, he was clearly out. So let's see what he can do next. I know it's not the end for Larimore. It's a quick lesson. And now he's going to come back. And, you know, Shift Combat is one of the best places. So I'm looking forward to see what Larimore does next. It'll be great. I think you guys you said you had some footage of me that I haven't seen yet. I'm usually a lunatic running around the crowd. Apparently Atlanta loved me being a lunatic because they were being lunatics back. There I am. Oh, there I am. I should talk over this so we don't get a copyright strike. This is like right before the show started. It was like getting ready to start. I was just going up the crowd like meeting people. This is great. I really forget I even do these things. She was great. She was going nuts the whole night, that lady. It was just a whole night of fun. I know Justin got some too. There was some like blonde lady that I went next to, and I just started like, oh! I was screaming like that, and she wouldn't scream back, so I made her. She was all by herself, and I'm like, scream her, I'm not leaving. The best part is I know what that clip is. I know what it is and what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't sound like I don't think what it's supposed to be. Just stop. Evan's playing with the soundboard today. He's having a good time. Anyway, that was all right, stop. That was me being a nut in the crowd. I think we have Brian Duran coming soon.
I see him.
He's
in the green room.
Oh, he's there in the virtual green room.
You want him on?
Yeah, let's bring him in. He's on time.
All right.
I love it.
Here he is.
I'm sorry I'm running late. I can't see him. Oh, now I can. Yo, first of all, how are you? El Gallo here.
How you guys doing, man?
I'm just excited you made the time in your busy schedule to come on, El Gallo. We're excited to see you be fighting coming up in.
No, man, I was rushing, bro. I was at Dynamic Wellness, man, getting ready for the fight, man.
You're not rushing. You're Cuban, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Cuban.
But before we do anything, it's always a pleasure to have on. You're one of our favorite guests. I really appreciate you making the time. And this is a fight that when it got announced, people were very excited. And if they don't know, they're excited now. Because when you come to fight, it's always great. And we're going to get to that in a minute. I want to talk about some repairs you've had on yourself, how you're almost a new man. But before we get to that, take your hat off. Why are you wearing a hat? Take it off. Show the world.
Right now I'm a little rough right now,
That's
man.
all right. That's all right.
I got to shave my head again.
All right.
Shave it
So
again.
it's all right. Good. It looks good, dude. That's what I'm saying to you. I was wondering, you just shaved your head like Stone Cold Steve Austin out of the blue. You kept a little bit in the back, and you've been dyeing your hair so much, dude. It needs to take a rest. That's a smart move, dude. Because you're like a chameleon.
I was already going bald, man. I already started seeing, Yeah, I already started seeing my hairline going back. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna hide it. I'm just gonna go bald, man.
But yeah, that's probably because you were so concerned with your look, and you care about the fans so much and everything. You want to have that look, and dyeing that hair all the time didn't help. But I saw Julian Lane talk to him. Julian went to Turkey. He's got a head of hair like flowing now. It's like wavy almost. I didn't even know who he was at the show when I saw him.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy. When I saw him with hair, I tripped out too.
Well, anyway, I'm glad you're here on the show. I like the new Stone Cold look. I think it's good. But that's not the only thing you've changed. You've changed a lot because you've changed your body in a way. When you fought Kai Stewart, let's talk about that first. When you fought Kai Stewart in Hollywood, the last fight you had, Kai Stewart thought it was going to go that way. You didn't, obviously, and a lot of your supporters didn't. People thought they were going to have a big victory party for you. And
yes, sir.
How did that mentally to you? Did that kind of set you back at all, or you just knew you had an injury going in? Is that your?
Nah, I knew the whole time I had an injury going into the fight. I still believe that even with the injury, I was still going to pull it off just because of the dog. But obviously, sometimes, you got to think with your head and not with your emotions, or, get carried away with people's opinions or people's suggestions, and, I'm not making no excuses. Things happen, and
we have to see your eyes. I have to gaze into them. There he is.
Oh,
there he is.
I don't know. Somebody was calling me. My bad. I'm so sorry.
How dare they? Next time, pick it up. How dare they? We'll embarrass them live. How dare they call during the interview?
So it's like I was saying, like, it happens, bro. Injuries happen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make no excuse. I feel like even with the injury, I should have still won the fight. It didn't go my way. I learned that I had to be ready in certain things that I didn't understand. And like I said, even humbly, bro, I don't troll. I don't do none of that, how Kai does. But I even said it like, yo, I appreciate the fact that I learned a lot even fighting you. Like, now, trust me, the next time around is going to be, I know he's going to try to, like, dug me now, because now he knows I figure it out. There was a lot of things that, I had to go through, especially losing, to understand, and I'm glad it happened.
What exactly, but what exactly was the issue? Because you got surgically repaired too. I mean, you're feeling better. Do you feel good now?
Yeah, I had one of the craziest what is it, techniques of surgery that I did on my shoulder. Okay. I had a reconstruction completely. I had a rotator cuff, labrum. I had my bicep ripped off of my arm. I had a fracture on my collarbone, fracture on the head of the shoulder.
Oh, so it wasn't one thing. You had a list of things.
Oh, no. The surgeon doctors, couldn't understand. They didn't process their head how I fought like that. And I knew something was wrong, because the second I felt the pain in my shoulder, my legs were gone. It was like a shocking feeling, like electricity. Like if I got hit with a taser, that's what it felt like in my legs. So
yeah, you know what's funny? I have right now, I'm not sure, I'm getting it checked out. I think Dynamic Wellness is going to take a look at me, but I have I think it's a rotator cuff issue. I can't even throw a baseball right now, let alone throw shirts to the crowd. That's why I need the bare knuckle bazooka. But I can't imagine throwing a punch. I tried to swat a fly and it hurt. Like it doesn't just hurt quick. It's like 30 seconds, and then you have to like shake it off and then keep going. So I can imagine having all that wrong in a fight. Forget about it.
It was insane. And the kid is an elite fighter, bro. You can't take it from Kai. Like, whoever says anything like other, like, you know how I am, bro. That was the only fight I ever sat down and talked crap about an opponent or did any of that. Because why? Him personally told me, we're going to fight. Let's sell the fight. Let's make the money. Let's make an impact. And we're going to go to war regardless, but let's sell it. So I agreed with it. But I'm not the guy to talk shit or none of that. So I always say the truth about every fighter. And he is an elite. The kid is like an elite fighter. He is the champ for a reason. But 100%. I do know that next time around, things are going to be different.
Yeah, I'm taking nothing away from Kai at all. Like you're saying, he's an elite fighter. We've seen it. Every time somebody doubts Kai, that's kind of his story. They doubt him, and he comes out on top somehow, some way. So
he deserves it. He works hard, bro.
He does.
He deserves
he grinds. But I'm just proud to say that you're, I'd say 110% now, right? 100% at least.
Bro, everybody that I spar, my coach that catches mitts for me, conditioning coaches, everything, they're like, yo, they can't understand how I'm like, my right arm works better than ever. And it's like, I had the injury from baseball for years, so.
So wait, you had an injury from, what'd you say?
The injury was there for years for baseball. Like my rotator cuff been messed up for years. I wanted to ask you
that, and I was going to lead to that. I'm so happy you did that. So baseball, being born in Cuba, you loved baseball, right? You've told me this before. You're obsessed with baseball.
Yeah,
you're pretty good at it too.
Baseball.
And why did you switch from baseball to fighting? Was there a switch that went off in your head, or why did you stop baseball?
Baseball stopped because, bro, I was hanging around with the wrong people. I was in the wrong crowds when I was younger, and I just, went a complete different route. I lost the love for the sport, and there was a lot of things in the middle of it too. The fact that, baseball, at least here in Miami, is like, if your parents got money and you're in the right schools, you might make it. If you're poor and you're not in the right schools, you're never going to see the MLB. So I already knew that already. So I was like, it was hard, So I was like, man, it's too much competition. I'm short, this and that, and I was already in the streets. So
yeah,
this guy was from baseball.
I understand that, though. You love that, and then you kind of came to a realization, which is smart if you're trying to make money at it, and you said, okay, let's kind of look elsewhere. To me, because I've done that with sports, to stop doing something you love is kind of hard. Do you feel that fighting replaced it or filled that void, or what did fighting do for you?
I feel like fighting was like the need that I had in my life, and I didn't understand it. Like, one thing that people don't understand, like, you can learn technique, you can learn, like, your skills can go. Obviously, anybody goes to a gym with the right coach and wants to learn can learn. But that fighter, that's just born with you, bro. Like, I feel like that's in you. You're born with that feeling. Just some of us discover late, like I did,
But you were doing other stuff.
Regardless.
You were tied up with baseball. You're doing other stuff. It took you a while. You knew it was in you, but you had to figure out. So what position did you play in baseball?
My main position was catcher. I was a catcher. That's like the main position I played.
That's
But
a
I
lot.
played shortstop, center field, second base. Anywhere they put me, whenever they needed me, I was there. I pitched too. I was really good at pitching because I threw fast. So there was the days I came in to strike some. But when I was off, I was off.
I love it. That's awesome. You could really help the team out that way. So here's the next question. You're a born fighter. It's in your heart. You're saying, I got to know, dude. And I've done it, and I'm not even as tough as you. Did you ever charge the mound or be charged on in baseball? Were you,
1,000%. The catcher, the mount. Oh, man. I used to get in trouble in baseball like that. That was like the bad thing that coaches used to be like, damn, this kid is so good, but he's always fighting, always arguing with everybody, the umpire, everybody. I fought umpires before.
Who were your guys growing up? Did you look up to anybody in MLB?
Jose Canseco. I mean, bro, Derek Jeter, obviously, like in Cuba, that like the Yankees is like the team. Like if you live in Cuba, that's like the main team that you grew up knowing about. You know every other team, but that's like the team. Well,
I live in Philadelphia, so I don't care much about the Yankees, Brian. Just so you know. No, I don't care either way. I like baseball in general. I mean, I see you wearing the Sox hat.
People like that was like the people we looked up to. Alexei Ramirez, let's say. People like that.
Yeah.
That was like the times when I used to watch baseball, but I was more like play baseball than watch baseball.
That's how I am. I'd rather play the sport than watch it. But I have to ask you nowadays, what do you think of the Savannah Bananas? You know they are?
Bro, insane. I've been seeing them online. Bro, what? They have more skill than some MLB players. It makes no sense.
It's so true. It's so true. Hey, wasn't MLB better when the steroids were happening? Everyone's cracking home runs. I feel like I feel like it was. Now, like I remember Lenny Dykstra leaving. What was it? The Mets or where was he at? I think the Mets, maybe. But where I remember when I was younger, he's all skinny. Then he comes to the Phillies. He looks like a freaking freight train.
Bro, hey, same thing happened with combat sports though. Back in the days when they weren't really testing, everybody was going to war fighting, and then when they started testing, everybody started taking people to the ground.
Right, there you go. So we've learned about your baseball. You love baseball. You love fighting. We already know that. Let's talk about with fighting now. You got a big fight coming up against Bruce. Where's your head at on this one? You're coming back as a new man. Do you think Bruce realizes what you're capable of even more now, kind of thing?
I don't think anybody understands what I'm capable of now after like what I've been through and the fact that, I had to sit in the sideline for so long, and it might seem like no time for anybody, but it was 7 months for me. And that's pretty long for somebody so active like me, and if you think about it, I sat down for 7 months and I'm still putting off 3 fights this year.
That's crazy. You're right. Great stat. I can't believe I didn't pick up on that. That's amazing. So you obviously love fighting. You're coming to fight. I feel like you call yourself the cash cow, El Gallo as well, the cash cow. And there it is.
Baby.
I mean, last time I think you and Kai in the main event broke records for Hollywood. It was amazing. This time, I know you're not in the main event. I know you're not in the co-main, but you're on the card, and that's very important because El Gallo fans are still going to come out. They're still going to be loud.
1,000%.
They're still going to be nuts. And it's going to be a great atmosphere. You're still the cash cow now, but now,
1,000%.
Yeah, now you're not injured. It's going to be great to see what happens, man. So what's your...
I mean, bro, think about it. You guys witnessed me. I'm so sorry. You guys witnessed me step in the ring 7 times, injured basically, like with no excuses. I fought through it, but basically not being 100%, not being secure, and still knocking people out with an arm. So imagine now that I'm actually there, not only mentally, but my body's keeping up with my mind. So
dude, and that's important. Everything's working in harmony, kind of thing. And we're excited to have you on here. Before I let you go, I have to ask you, you're a family man. I see and your children I've met. The one's knocked me out on film. I still haven't seen it yet, but he's knocked me out.
Aiden. That's my oldest, the one with the blue eyes.
I've been knocked out by I think all your kids. One day maybe you'll knock me out. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I know you're very excited. You're very a good father, and I know that they're very important to you. How is your family doing? And are they excited for this fight? Did they get excited? I always like to ask that question.
Super excited, bro. Super excited. I had my 4th kid, my 3rd son. So he's not even a month old. So.
I didn't even know that. Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. So I'm like super excited right now. Like, it's another reason I'm going in there hungry again. Like I said, everything I've been through, injury, all that, and then a new son, the 3rd one. He comes out looking like my first one. So it's like I'm feeling the feeling all over again.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's great to be a new dad. I don't think I'll ever have that feeling again, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with my 2 kids right now. But it motivates you. You're going to be out there making more money for your family. Someone said that when I had my first kid. They said it's not huge difference, but one thing they thought it helped them with was at work. It made them want to even work harder and make more money for their family because now you have something tangible. You have a child in front of you to help. So I know you're doing that as well. El Gallo, you're the man. We love having you on. Thank you very much. We're excited for December 21st in Hollywood. The tickets are flying. BKFC.com. Grab those tickets now. Before we let you go, El Gallo, you have any other message for the fans or anything else you want to get out there?
Man, when I step in there, don't blink. I'm telling you, I'm coming like how I started. I'm back to that hungry guy. You know, I'm back to that guy that I feel like I got to start from zero. So don't close your eyes. Don't go get a drink. Sit the fuck down and open your eyes real wide. Because something explosive is coming.
What I'm seeing in your eyes is very much so. I was talking about Keith Richardson this past weekend. He kind of made a statement, knockout, and he needed to do it after losing to Bloss in Hollywood. And I'm kind of seeing that same energy from you. You know what happened last fight. Now you're coming out to say, not only Hollywood, not only Miami, but look at me, world. That wasn't who I was. This is who I am. December 21st. I'm excited for you, man.
Exactly, bro. And my first time in the zone, so I know there's gonna be new fans watching El Gallo, man. They're in the bag already.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. El Gallo, the cash cow himself, making time for us today. We appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
Love you guys. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too, bro. Thank you. Man, he said have a good weekend. It's Tuesday. I wish I'm not even thinking about the weekend yet. All right. Is Evan still in there? Oh, he is. He's just lounging back. So, guys, El Gallo, I do think it's very important for him to make that statement, obviously, after the last fight, and I think he's driven. I can't wait to see what he does. Where are you at? I like the new shaved head. He's a new man now. He's all repaired. I mean, that's going to help out a lot.
Yeah. No hair on your face. You don't have to get it braided. Is he fully shaved or does he have a little...
No, he's got a little bit in the back last time I saw.
A little thing in the back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pull it up.
I'm pretty sure.
Click the next picture.
I think somebody sent it in.
He's got a little...
I would like a little tail in the back, right?
Yeah, a little party in the back. There it is.
There, he's still got the dye going. I love it. Yeah. I love it he kept that. Well, it'll be. He's always comes with energy, so it'll be fun to see what he has.
When you talk about fighters too, there's different eras as it pertains to their hairstyle. You've got like with McGregor, you had the Viking braid McGregor, you had shaved head McGregor. That's what people talk. There's like different things. So I think Brian is in his shaved head era now. Which
let's look that up. We should do more. We should. Yeah. That's a good thought. Let's look at different. We'll have a hairstylist coming and talk about it, Evan.
Yeah.
No, I think that's cool. You can see that I think sometimes when they evolve their look, it's when they're evolving as a fighter too, and they know that, and it's a marketing thing. So let's see what happens. This is you have the Rivera era. This is Duran era of new hair. I don't know. And
the Duran plan.
The Duran plan, dude. You're on fire today.
It's also a lightweight fight too. He's usually at 45 or so.
Yeah,
going up a little bit.
I noticed that too. Well, we'll see how it pans out for him. I mean, he seems excited. He seems like he's driven. So we're looking forward to that. Listen, I know we have to get to the upcoming schedule. Why don't we do that real quick? Okay.
Brandon's getting it.
Shitter's full. All right. December 21st. You just heard us talking about it. If you're listening, you got Warren Richmond. That's going to be amazing for the title. Faria Vicens. That's another one. I think it's Christine's hardest challenge to date. Christine, I have to say who. They're both Christine. I think it's both their hardest challenges to date. Let's leave it at that. That'll be on DAZN, BKFC.com for more. And there's still some tickets remaining. Hollywood is known to move tickets quickly. So make sure, because I saw the manifesto they called today, and they're flying. BKFC.com. Get your tickets if you haven't yet. Especially with El Gallo just being announced. That's going to be crazy. All right, what's next? January, there you go. What do we have in January? Pachanga. I'm excited for Pachanga. Brito, that's going to be great. Versus the Sailor. That's going to be a fun fight. Pachanga was awesome. A lot of energy last time we were there. We're looking for more of that. Make sure you tune in again. BKFC.com for more. You can find out all the info there. And then we head to Knuckle Mania 5 right here in Philadelphia. We've been announcing fights left and right. Alvarez Stevens is enough for me on top, especially because Jeremy, if you're not from Philly, I don't know if you care, but here in Philly, they want to kill him. I mean, they want to murder him. I got a text from my best friend's brother yesterday night, and he must have just seen that Jeremy Stevens said some stuff about Philly. And he's like, this guy better watch. Is he crazy? He's nuts. I don't know if he's trying to build a fight, but he's going to get killed. Am I wrong? You can't talk trash on Philly, and Eddie Alvarez is going to stop that quickly. We'll see what happens. Also on that card, you have a lot more. We just announced officially the heavyweight title fight. It's Mick Terrell versus Big Ben Rothwell. A lot of people have been wanting that fight. Now we have it. You got Taylor Starling versus Beck Rawlings. That's an amazing fight going to be on there. It was, I guess, not supposed to be announced, but Pat Brady and Zach Calamus apparently is going to be on there. There's other ones we're going to be announcing, so stay tuned in. Knucklemania 5 only going to get bigger, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. The road to Knucklemania. And then, let's see, I just got a text. Make sure I'm going to say what I'm about to say. Make sure it wasn't called off here. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. What's this? Why is he texting me during the show? If this doesn't have to do with the show, I'm going to yell at him.
Who's that?
Participants shared personal experience from Thanksgiving, highlighting Brian Soscia announcement of his departure from BKFC may affect the team dynamics. The discussion then shifted towards upcoming events. Oh, that's from our AI guy on the meeting who takes notes.
Oh.
Did I say I was going to leave? Maybe I got really mad on the meeting and said, I'm going to quit. I thought I was going to quit. I'm not going to quit. As a matter of fact, there's a guy named John Gotti. I want to shout him out real quick. He watches the podcast. I don't think it's that John Gotti. I don't know. I'm in good with him apparently if it is.
Oh.
But he's dead. Isn't he dead? Yeah, Gotti's dead. They killed him, didn't they? The real John Gotti?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, John Gotti, I didn't even know this guy didn't like me. I mean, I might have heard a couple things. He apparently didn't like me. He wrote a very nice compliment on, I think, the last YouTube show, said he was at the show. I don't know if that means Atlanta or at the presser. And he said, I was wrong about you. It made me feel good, but he must have hated me. I was wrong about you. You're great. Da, 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 da. And then he put in all capital letters, mad respect. I saw what you did at the show, and I really appreciate that. I didn't even know you didn't like me, but thanks for liking me. I really do appreciate that. It meant a lot to me, being recognized for being a lunatic. Other than that, let's get back to where are we at? We left off on Knucklemania 5. When's the announcement of the pre-sale? Is that next? I don't know. What are we doing?
The Knucklemania pre-sale?
No, the other one we're doing tomorrow that we're officially announcing.
That's
I'm going to
tomorrow.
break today. Well, we're going to put it up. Put it up.
You're putting it up?
Yeah,
I wasn't going to put it up because
they told me
I was
to
going
put
to
it
save
up.
the announcement till tomorrow.
Junior told me. Well, they already know it got blown on the broadcast. They
I
told.
don't think it got picked. All right. Go ahead.
Well, I mean,
Your call.
Put it up.
Your
I mean,
call.
we're the ones that made it happen. The Bare Knuckle Show. Why wouldn't we share it?
Go ahead.
Put
All
it
right,
up.
throw it up.
Put it up.
All right.
There it is.
Missing our.
That's not even the one. Oh yeah, it is.
Missing our.
Mohegan Sun. There it is. Julian Let Me Bang Lane with that beautiful hair now versus Jumpman Van Camp. I'm excited for this. It's going to be a great card. We're going to announce more. BKFC.com. Tickets are not on sale yet. This will be in Connecticut at Mohegan Sun. Tomorrow is the official announcement. What I want you to do is make sure you check out our socials, especially on our Instagram, at Bare Knuckle FC. There'll be a pre-sale. I don't know how long that pre-sale is going to last.
The tickets go on sale tomorrow.
I heard it was a pre-sale. No, it's a pre-sale. I'm 100. How much you want to bet? Do you want to bet? Let's bet money. Come on.
How much do you want to bet?
I don't know. I want to bet.
Do you read Slack?
No, I don't. I haven't read that in years. It's stupid.
Okay.
I hate it.
Yeah. How much you want to bet?
I was told there's a code for it and everything for tomorrow.
Are you sure? Because
Yes, because they almost redid that graphic with the code. I told them not to. Here comes somebody. I saw the lights go on. Is somebody going to wait?
Yeah, the link.
Do you know, Cranston?
What's that?
Do you know about this?
The tickets go on sale tomorrow.
It's
There's
a
no
pre-sale
there's
tomorrow
no
for Mohegan
pre-sale.
Sun. Am I wrong?
No, it's the live sale.
I was told by a higher up this morning it's a pre-sale tomorrow.
Well, your higher up now is telling.
Tickets are on sale tomorrow.
That's what I said, Evan.
Yeah. How much
Why
you
was
gonna
I
pay
told
me?
on the phone this morning? Where's Junior? Get him down here. Is he up there?
He's a little busy.
He's too busy for us.
Look, now I got people texting me if they should publish it on the site because you fucking put
I
it
was
out
told
before you
this
should've.
morning. I was told
Put
this.
it out before you should have. Now we
it was
lost
put
the
out-
buzz. You do it all at once. You go, it's on sale now. Go buy it. You don't do it now.
Nah.
People are gonna forget.
They told me. So somebody told me it's a pre-sale tomorrow. They gave me the code this morning on the phone. They talked about Vaughn Design Team doing a new graphic. Am I wrong here? This is a higher up in the company. Told
Who's
me
the
this.
higher up?
It's Junior. That's why I want to talk to him.
Sure, maybe the pre-sale's not today.
Is the pre-sale
Nope.
now?
Nope.
I don't see a pre-sale because the link isn't live.
Look, we're such
There's no
idiots.
pre-sale.
We can't even do this right. Bare Knuckle
Well,
Show.
everybody but you.
No, I
had
was.
it right.
Look at this. I want to show you.
weren't
You're
paying
pissing me
attention
off.
on the call.
Oh,
This
shut
is
your.
what happens.
Dude,
You do on the call.
Cranston,
You're
tell
always playing
Cranston.
on your phone.
Cranston,
You're not listening.
sit down. Oh, there's no mic for you. Damn it. Anyway, he's full of shit, isn't he? Don't
I'm
forget.
right. Cranston agreed with me.
G the Cut Man's coming back. He just texted me. I'm excited for that also in Hollywood.
great.
Very excited for that.
G will be back.
We love G. I'm sorry, G. It's just chaos as always in there. We'll get to you, bro. We love G the Cut Man. He's one of our favorites. I can't wait to see him fight. I think he's fighting Caprio. Let's see. The wheels are falling off here. I'm going to fight to the death on this one.
Go ahead.
Slack is stupid. Okay, number one.
It's how we all communicate.
I don't.
and
We should delete it.
Why?
Because we have a sauna.
No, because
this is all inside
There's
stuff.
a big board, and everybody sees exactly
we cannot
what
master
the marching
one form
orders
of
are.
communication.
No, you can't.
Why would we do 3?
You can't, because you can't even get on the marketing meetings on the right email. I have to admit you into the call.
You're gonna piss me off, Evan.
This
Stop.
guy can't
He's
even join.
You know what he's trying to do?
He can't even join on his own email.
Oh,
He
shut
doesn't know
up.
how to do it.
Shut the hell up.
Everybody else can
You're
do
a
it,
damn
but
moron.
Brian. Oh,
go get some good
gotta
content
pander to
directed.
Brian. Everybody's got to do.
Dude, you're gonna
help Brian out.
Now I spilled my goddamn coffee. You're an idiot. On my pants. Now I gotta go to radio interviews. It's gonna look like I pissed myself. Thanks, Evan. It was a fucking oh, jeez. Can I have a napkin or something? All right, it's chaos.
Thank you, Taylor.
Oh, God help me. Look, regardless, there will be an announcement. They leaked it for some reason on the broadcast. I don't know. Thank you.
I don't know why, because you shouldn't announce things when there's no tickets.
Why are you throwing me this, man? Is that because the Snake Charmer was playing?
He did the Trump paper towel throw.
Oh, Lord in heaven. I spilled my coffee when I yelled at you.
We got this meeting coming up in 24 minutes.
I won't be there for the meeting.
Oh, good for you.
No, I have to go to these media hits today.
Oh yeah,
yeah. With Eddie, we're gonna take over all the stations
really?
in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're in Philly, what station should they tune into?
I don't know if it's going on live, but Q102, Alt 104.5, Fox Sports, Power 99.
You know what station I like? The Rat.
The Rat's great.
Yeah,
I think we're on the Rat.
That's you won't hear it around here, but as you get towards like Central Jersey Shore points,
the
Rat
Rat's
Radio.
really good.
Yeah.
Is he? Hold on. You can sit down, please. Sit. I'd love to invite you on the show. Get a camera. Come over here.
Well, no, there's no camera.
No, I want you over here. No, I want him next to me. I want him because otherwise I'm going to hit Evan.
Well, Slack says Mohegan
please
Sun.
come over here. Please, Chris, can you please come in?
You can
I'd
go.
love you to come. I want you to sit in the host chair. Please.
What's the pre-sale?
Sit in the host
The
chair.
Ticketmaster.
It's an honor. It's an honor for you to be here, Cranston. Why don't you want to take my chair? You should after this.
Your chair.
All right.
Well, he's
so
in the
get on your
spot.
mic. We don't have a camera there, but Cranston's here. He stuck his head in. This is what happens. And I still have to talk about the Christmas stuff yet, too. Thank you for that. Dave Cranston, the knower of all things bare knuckle, I feel like.
You feel like.
Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's getting shy. Thank you. He's on top of it. He always is. So Dave Cranston's here. And I tried to bet money. I tried to bet lunch. And he's not a man. He wouldn't bet with me.
Fuck!
Tomorrow, go to our social. This was all set up, you moron.
It wasn't because
That
in,
was
in
all
the
set
Slack,
up.
in the Slack, it just says Ticketmaster on sale link.
Do you have the
That was a
did you have
week
the
ago.
ability to fire
That wasn't
him?
a week ago.
Do you have the ability to fire him?
I don't think anybody gets fired in this company.
Yeah, just done well.
Hold on.
Brandon would have been gone months ago.
This wasn't. It was.
Save my battle.
Pre-sales knuckle up.
No, I wasn't going to tell him that.
It was the day. It was or when did we fly home? Saturday. Link for Mohegan. It won't be live until Wednesday. Is what?
Who wrote that?
David Feldman Jr.
Oh, that's what he wrote. But I'll tell you what. You're wrong. Now admit that you're wrong.
No, I won't. I was going
You never
based
admit
off
that you're.
that.
You know how did
Because
I
I'm
know?
not wrong.
I had a phone call this morning, and they said to me, "Hey, do you want to talk about Mohegan Sun on the show?" And I said, "I will."
Well,
he
that's
said, "All right,
great.
well, we're not announcing
Let's
it."
blow the
Let
announcement.
me finish and tell you. If you
Go
shut
ahead.
up.
Go ahead.
Can you believe this guy, Cranston?
Yeah, it's Evan.
Let's blow the announcement. So look, you're gonna put it out.
You're the
You're gonna
one
put it
blowing.
out today with zero. There's no.
No,
There's nothing we can
you're
go
all
off of.
idiots. Listen how it was to be done.
Tell me about it.
Listen how it was to be done. It was to be done like this. It was very simple. We were going to say Mohegan Sun, okay? Mohegan Sun, it's coming up. Here's the main event. And then we're just going to say it. That's it. And they even asked, they said, do you want the code word for the pre-sale? And I said, you know what? I'll just talk about it. We'll flash up the graphic. We don't even need a special graphic. And I'll talk about it. And what I'll do is I'll remind them that tomorrow there's going to be a pre-sale, and I don't know the password, the code word. So if you go to @BareKnuckleFC, you'll see the password for tomorrow. It was a tease, Evan, until you started
And you know what
yakking. 'Cause
happens?
The slack
You know what
yacker.
happens?
The slack yacker blower. Go ahead.
What
You blew it
happens?
out
You want
there.
me to teach you about marketing? You got one shot. To
I
rope
think
everybody
he's
in.
trying to piss me off.
You got one
So
shot,
that's
and
why-
so when you
that's-
leak it, and everybody talks about it today, and there's zero call to action, you can't get anybody to go
Is that
make a purchase because nothing exists yet. That's why you hold everything till the day you go.
Yo,
it's live. Go buy a ticket right now.
Play that
Because I'm
gu-
excited.
play
It just
that-
happened.
Play that gunshot sound effects and use it on
Listen.
yourself.
Listen, so I've been
wasn't
doing this a
funny.
long
That was
time.
horrible.
I've been
But
doing
just
this.
to contradict you, the pre-sale for Philly was pretty good.
He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
but what did we do for the
He
pre-sale?
points a camera.
What did we do
He
for the
points a
pre-sale?
camera.
Hey, everybody.
He
Hey,
points a
everybody.
camera. It's the
What
bare
did we
knuckle.
do?
It's
What
the
did we
bare
do for the
knuckle show.
pre-sale,
Dude,
Cranston? We did one announcement. We said the
Cranston,
pre-sale is
turn
live
Cranston's
now.
mic off.
We didn't go, oh, the pre-sale will be live tomorrow, everybody.
Brandon, shut up, Brandon.
The pre-sale, instead of going, hey, it's right now, go make a purchase. We went, tomorrow you can go and do it.
Are the head of all jerk-offs, Evan.
no.
You are.
Hey, guys, try to remember that tomorrow is the pre-sale.
Hey, you
It's
you
not
child,
right now.
You foolish
When you're excited,
child,
you've got 24
you moron.
hours to mull it over.
Simply sit down, Brandon.
You've got 24 hours to mull it over and
I'm
say, oh,
simply
maybe I'll make
saying
it.
to you, you idiot.
No,
I'm simply
you're wrong.
saying to you,
You're all
you set
wrong.
the table,
You're all
and
wrong.
I
I've been
control
doing this.
the wrestling
I've been doing this
industry.
for decades. For decades. For
So
decades,
the real
I've been
question
doing
is,
this.
what weight would you guys fight at?
I'm 208 right now.
Soscia?
I'll fight him. I'll beat the shit out of him. He'd be 500.
You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat, buddy.
You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Okay, Grandpa. Okay, Grandpa. Thanks, Pop.
Brandon's loving it. Can we end this? I want to get lunch.
Yeah, no,
what
no,
else?
no, you're
There's a
penance.
fucking Christmas show next week.
No, there's not
everybody.
a Christmas show, you idiot.
When is
Shut
it?
up.
When's the Christmas show?
There's no Christmas show.
Oh.
You
There's
moron.
no Christmas show. Soscia hates Christmas.
No. Oh my
He's a
God.
Scrooge. He
Grinch.
hates fun.
The Grinch.
Yeah.
Evan, you're a moron.
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
I love Christmas.
You were the one bitching about the show last year. You're like, oh, man, it's a drag.
Soscia's like,
and
I hate
sad.
gifts.
Bro.
I hate sad stories. I don't love snow or gifts
I
under
hate
the
kittens
tree.
and puppies, too.
Santa.
I hate babies, kittens, and
or
puppies. I hate them all.
Christmas cookies
I'm a
or the whole holiday
I'm a
season.
miserable son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You hate religion.
All
you
right.
hate.
I don't. That now you're going a little far there.
I'll leave the things out you said.
You know what's funny? I love it because all the morons in the chat are agreeing with Evan, like Little Ben and Jordan. Screw
Yeah,
you.
because they're
Jordan,
smart
you're an
people
idiot.
in the chat.
Jordan, I used to
Listen,
like
the
you.
fans are all smart, and you don't
That's when
listen
you
to
do
the
this.
fans.
You blow
I
them.
love
That's
the
why.
fans.
They love 'cause you blow them.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
know what the fans like.
Anyway, moron. So the whole
If
idea.
you're calling me a moron, you're calling all the fans morons. Is that what? You hear that, guys? Remember who vouches for
Shut
you.
the fuck up.
This is what Brian really thinks of you.
Dude, they're
and
so
Uncle
cool.
Evan,
How about
Uncle
you
Evan
attack?
will always be in your corner.
You're Uncle Evan. You're
I will
the
always-
creepy uncle.
I will
You're the
always vouch
creepy
for the
Uncle Evan.
fans.
You're the creepy
I
Uncle
will
Evan.
always
Yeah,
be-
you are.
I am a
Come
man
sit
of
on
the
Uncle
people.
Evan's lap, creep.
Hey. You know.
Anyway, Little Ben's a moron too. I know he likes you. Anyway, so there is a Christmas show. All right.
Go ahead.
I just
I'm
want to
done.
get. Yeah, thank you. What I was trying to say, Evan, if you would listen. Shut his mic off. Oh shit, he controls the mics. Damn it.
I was down.
The thought process was to tease them to get more people that are watching that don't follow social media to get them to go follow the social media. This was approved by the higher ups. If you were to read Slack, you would have known that, you fool.
You don't
So
even
let's
have
move
Slack.
on. Let's see what we have here. Where we're going. Oh, Christmas show. So there is a Christmas show. It's just different than last year and the prior years. We've been running so hard. This is the truth. We've been running so hard and trying to get everything done that there's a lot to cover, more than there was even last year. So we're doing the Christmas show. We're still going to do giveaways. We're still going to give you cash. I'm waiting for the amount we're going to do. You can send your stories into why you might need that cash. You can put it up there if you want. thebareknuckleshow@gmail.com. Send them into thebareknuckleshow@gmail.com, and then we'll review them. And the best thing you can do is not wait until the last minute. Like, get them in the next couple days so we can all kind of come together, review the stories, and go through and see who we can give the cash to, because we want to try to help you out. But the way we're doing it this year is we're still going to do a normal show. We're just going to kind of add the Christmas stuff in throughout the show. So it'll still be there, but I actually think it's going to be a fun show, a better show. I don't think there's going to be drinking this year. Should there be drinking on the Christmas show this year?
There's never been drinking. What are you talking about?
I drank eggnog last year. Don't you remember? I don't know. There was about a whole gallon of Tito's that seemed to be gone after the show last year. And then I sat in my basement because I mixed it with Bucked Up, and I was up and down, and I cried my eyes out. I couldn't help it. It's horrible. Anyway, I love the Bucked Up part of it, though. All right, I think we're done. Did we get everything done? So thebareknuckleshow@gmail.com. Submit your stories as to why you could use some Christmas cash from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And make sure you stay tuned in. Bring Travis back as the elf. Don't say that. He'll show up. He'll show up and disrupt everything. He always does. Brian, you shouldn't call people names, especially when you will see them soon. Little Ben saying, Little Ben, I'll slap the taste out of your mouth, bro. Get it on camera. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to do it to you, punk.
12:21 or
All right.
12:20?
I don't know when I'm going to see him.
He'll probably be at the weigh-ins.
Now I'm nervous. He's kind of big.
Yeah, I really like Big Ben. Big Ben's a good guy.
You're such a
I think he's just misunderstood.
He's not
you guys, all right, let's say you guys are such liars. Yeah, I love when the mics are on who you think you are, who you people think they are when the
Big
mics
Ben.
are on.
I talked to Big Ben.
Goodbye. Hit the music. I'm going to do what Evan does because they're all full of shit in the studio.
Hey, everybody have a great day.
Fuck you. You jerk off.
Knuckle up.
Shut up.
Get fucked up. Oh, no. End the show. He's coming. He's coming. Fade to black. Fade to black.
Saturday, December 21st, the stage is set for a night like no other. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with 2 world titles up for grabs. In the main event, light heavyweight champ Jared Captain Deadpool Warren puts it all on the line against Mike the Marine Richmond, a challenger hungry for a taste of gold. In the co-main event, the unstoppable force that is Christine Misfit Faria puts her world title up against the fierce and undefeated Christine Vicens. Plus many more bare knuckle fights only on DAZN.